everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Tamara and here we talk all things social work. So today I want to talk about gatekeeping, and I'll also tell you what I feel gatekeeping is, my definition of gatekeeping, and why in some ways it can be good, but in this video I'm going to talk about the negatives of gatekeeping. So to me, gatekeeping is, it doesn't just have to be in profession, but it can be in anything, like hiding or holding all the information to yourself and not wanting others to obtain that information, or making it harder for them when you clearly have the answer for them or you can help them. I personally am not a big fan of gatekeeping. I tried not to gatekeep. That's one of the reasons why I made this YouTube channel. Once I passed my LCSW and, as I was going through my MSW journey, I was like, I want to make a YouTube channel and I want to help others and I want to give them the information that I have learned. Anything that can help me, if it can help someone else, I really want to make a channel to help people, because I just feel like, what is the point of gatekeeping information? There is so much money and so many opportunities for everyone. We can't all do it ourselves, right? And I want, in social work, there's so many individuals and families and children and organizations that need to be helped. So why not spread the knowledge and spread information to help others to reach their goals so they can help others? In regards to social work, I know that we have an act in place where you cannot call yourself a social worker unless you have a social work degree. Now, in that aspect, when it comes to gatekeeping, I think that that's great, because there was a time where a lot of people were saying, I'm a social worker, and they were going to school for human services, or maybe they had a sociology degree, they didn't have like a social work background. So in that component, I think that's great in regards to gatekeeping, because I do think it's important. I've even met people that has told me like, oh, you're a social worker, I'm a social worker too. And I'm like, okay, we're talking. And then she's like, well, no, I'm not really a social worker. I'm just, I'm like, okay. I'm like, okay. But I do think that's very important. The fact that if I see someone now that has a social work title, they are a social worker, then I know they went to school for social work. And it's always interesting to me when people are like, I'm something like a social worker, I'm kind of like a social worker. I'm like, well, how? Explain to me how you're something like a social worker. Because of course everyone has that one-minded or that one view of social work, right? And social work, it has so many different components. It's a plethora of things, right? So in that aspect, I think gatekeeping is great, but not providing information or not helping someone to achieve a goal faster, or just hold that information in when you clearly know the answer, I am not for at all. Like I said, that's one of the reasons why I made this channel. And I feel like sometimes people don't do that because they're like, oh no, I had to do this to get this information. I had to do that. Oh no, I'm not just going to get this information out. Like, no, you need to go look it up. You need to go do this. You need to go do that. And it's like, well, even if I do, tell you about this graduate program or this supervisor, you still have to do the work. It's not going to be like an easy, it's going to be given to you. You still have to do the work. We still have to do the work. If someone would have told me about a master's program that's offering let's say a fellowship or something like that, and I don't have to pay for school, how is that? That's not an easier way out for me. I still have to do the work. I still have to work there. I still have to do school work. It's not an easy out for me. So withholding information is not going to, it's not helping me or anyone, or it's not helping the other person. So why not just go ahead and just share the information, share the knowledge, share the wealth? So like I said, that's one of the reasons why I started this channel, because I'm like, anything that I can do, or my knowledge, anything that I could think of, I'll just be brainstorming ideas of stuff that either, when y'all leave me comments, I'm like, oh, I need to make a video on that, I should address that. Or I'll see something and I'm like the LCSW pass rates among African Americans, among, Black individuals, Black test takers. I was like, oh, I need to make a video on this because this is very important to me, right? And to a lot of people that I know. So I was like, I want to make a video on that. So I write down information, anything that I could think of to jot down, to bring to you all to talk about, because I'm like, why not? Anything that I could think of to help or to share, that is what I'm going to do. Holding all this information into myself for myself is not going to help me at all. Like that, what is I going to do? I'm also going to make a video of this training that I just took. I took a DBT training and dialectical behavioral training. So I'm going to talk to you all about that and the various components of it and how it can help you in private practice and how it can help you in everyday life. And I am not in private practice right now, but I still try to hone in on skills. I still try to heighten my skill set, you know, so but I thought that it's a really great training, and I'm going to bring that to you and tell you all where I went to obtain that training. Not sponsored at all. There's actually a really great site that has a whole lot of great trainings that I'm going to talk to you about. Like I said, it's not sponsored at all. I just want to bring you all this information just in case if you didn't know and you weren't aware, because like I said, I am not a gatekeeper. If you're looking for someone to gatekeep information, you just need to go ahead and click off and log off and probably unsubscribe, because that's not me. I am not she, I'm not her. Okay, I share information. Every time I do something or I learn something, I'm gonna bring it to you all. And I'm gonna try my best to do it in a timely fashion. I work full time. I'm in graduate school. I'm a mother. I'm a wife. I'm in a sorority, y'all. I have a lot going on, so I try my best to record videos when I have the time to. And when I have time, I try to do like 5 a day, so I can kind of space them out. If I could post 2, 3, 4 times a week on this channel, I would, but I really just do not have the time. Even now, my son's up there playing like ABCs, you know, so he's doing his own little thing. And I'm like, can mommy get like 10 minutes? But I'm definitely going to try to bring you all information as I get it. Like I said, I am not a gatekeeper. So what are some of the reasons that you feel that people gatekeep within other professions or even within social work? Have you experienced someone who was like gatekeep information and you knew they knew the answer and they just did not want to tell you, they just did not want to help you out? If so, why do you think that is? I'm just curious. But anywho, thank you all for watching my channel. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see y'all later.